After 4 years and 4 months, Darkness Ablaze is finally a $200 booster box. Wow, this has finally happened. I don't know how many people saw this coming because it happened so sudden. If you look at the recent sales data, there was one sale yesterday for about 190 for, or I guess 2 days ago, 12:30. And then there's some sales for like 192, and then one for 199 today. And yeah, like the lowest listed price is $200, $210. And there's only 23 available in the market, so I don't know if any of these people are going to lower their prices. There's just not a lot there. Um, Darkness Ablaze, it has been selling like a fair amount each day, and like if I look at these numbers, it's not like a lot. Like I saw, it's like 1 to 3 every couple of days. But compared to other booster boxes like the Cerebral Clash, it'll go like it could go a full week without getting sales. Um, so uh, yeah, it's definitely something that doesn't seem like it's gonna go back down. I'm sure that there's other people who haven't realized this on third party sites, that probably still have this. But wow, like this is so this is gonna be an analysis video on Sword and Shield's Age of Sets. You guys know I don't like just telling you the news of the data unless it's just a really quick video. Like I like to do some analysis, so I have some tables prepared for you guys, and let's get into it. So for this video, what I did was there were a few things I wanted to look at. So what I did was I jotted down each of the Sword and Shield booster boxes, have their listed price, and I have the amount of quantity they have on sale. And you see some pretty interesting things. So I can see some of these, like you can see from the prices that a lot of the boxes are sorted to tiers, kind of based on like how well like they're valued. So you see Vivid Voltage and Battle Styles around like still around the 150s, and don't pay these prices because unless you don't have access to Pokemon Center. I just checked the restock levels. There are still over 10,000 boxes of uh, Vivid Voltage, and there's still over 20,000 boxes of Battle Styles and Pokemon Center. If you were to get these sets, like I don't know if it's impossible for Vivid Voltage to sell out during this bull run, but yeah, once this thing like sells out, like even Vivid Voltage will reach like $200 ranges in price. We'll just have to see. Like I haven't seen a lot of speed on the sell through rates, but what we're kind of seeing right now is that every Sword and Shield box, it's sort of like rising each other up. Like if one gets raised a lot, people think it's too expensive and they'll look over something else. Um, yeah, because Sword and Shield seems to be hot again lately because they're at the point there's no reprints and they're just gonna rise in value. And like a lot of people know that like they don't know exactly where they're in. They don't know how much they'll drop, how much they'll rise. But they know that it's still a discount compared to what they'll get in later. Um, so people are gonna take different angles. Some people buy Battle Styles Vivid Voltage. You can sell a higher TCG player, but honestly, I would just get it from Pokemon Center or see if you get a deal from someone. Some third party sites. Some people are still happy to get rid of these. Um, these 4 sets, like now Darkness Ablaze enters like the range of like these are the affordable sets, like $200 booster boxes, like Astral Radiance, Silver Tempest. Like out of all these, like I probably like Silver Tempest the most, although it's the newest one. But just like that Lugia, it has that like clear chase card. Astral Radiance has like a Machamp, it's kind of eh. And Darkness Ablaze has the Charizard. Um, but you can see how since there's not a lot of Darkness Ablaze available at 23, some of it's just like it might not go down just because there's so little available. Like these quantities don't reflect how much actual supply there is, but like looking at these values, it does kind of show people like a less than available supply. Um, it doesn't matter necessarily all like it's not like it doesn't have an effect, but it doesn't matter like if there's like 1,000, 100,000 like booster boxes of these out there. If no one's willing to sell them, then the price remains high. Um, one really interesting one that people don't talk like I've heard Alex from Nostalgia always talk about this is that so these 23s were like Dark Displays, Rebel Flash, and Sword and Shield base. They're normal because everyone knows that Sword and Shield base and Robo Clash were kind of short printed and no one really wanted them, and that's kind of why there's not a lot available. But the kind of weird one is, let me just sort by um, numbers. So these three are kind of normal, and then Vivid Voltage. It's on sale at Pokemon Center, so part of it's probably that people are kind of lazy to list it. Um, but you get actually some interesting ones that like Fusion Strike and Lost Origin are kind of low, ish, and you're kind of wondering why. Um, because like as like a reference point, like Evolving Skies has the most, it has like over 110. That's probably because Evolving Skies is just so expensive. People are willing to cash out now. Like it literally just keeps rising. But Fusion Strike and Lost Origin are really interesting because part of the reason, like if you look at them, the prices have gone up a lot recently. So this is Fusion Strike over here, and so it was like 360 just the other day, just not too long ago. Now it's like $100 more, and then Lost Origin, it was just the other day, like let's say 280, and now it's like $6 more. And but you see the line just goes like straight up. So part of what's happening is that people like who have it listed or have it available, they they want to have it appreciate, so they're not selling just yet, and therefore the actual supply available in the market is lower. Like people are pulling out, and therefore like the price is going to keep rising. It's just not enough. Everyone's not like racing to the bottom. We have the racing to the bottom effect, where people like for Darkness Ablaze, if people were to like, oh, I really want to sell it, I'm going to undercut you. I'm going to go back to 190. Let's go 180, 170. And stuff happens when people are scared, and so prices go down. But yeah, so Fusion Strike and Lost Origin, they're also really like interesting ones to look out for because everyone knows they're good sets. If you look at the listed price, um, they're some of the most expensive sets, except for Sword and Shield Base, which has like the age factor and that it was very low printed. Um, but yeah, let's see what else. So one other thing, I like to always give you as much information and also point out when I think people don't really talk about this stuff. So one thing I don't think people are talking about is that one factor, and I don't know how big this is that so I made a video the other day. It's about a week ago, and I've been posting like I think I posted 2 videos on Pokemon Center Sword and Shield products and how there's opportunities for them. Pretty much I create like sort of spreadsheets like this, and I'll tell you I have like my Discord has an API that tells me the stock numbers if I look it up, and so I can tell you. So what I really like to look at is when like a product has like low stock numbers. So like about a week ago I said that there's only 175 dark displays ETBs, and I haven't been in the hobby for like that long, but I do know dark displays ETBs were kind of a joke. Like they were just so easy to get. And the fact that they're down to 175, I predicted that like they would sell out soon. And yeah, I made a new video a few days later, and they were sold out. And I was wondering if that would have an effect on the market. So I think that has a slight effect. There's just no more Doctors of Blade to get on Pokemon Center, but also just like low supply. It is like 4 years something old, and money is just going. Everyone's like, hey, Sword and Shield, Sword and Shield, Sword and Shield. Like that is, you have to kind of know when you invest in things like this where there's like popularity involved, you have to know like what are the buzzwords that will get people going because then money will flow there, even if it's not actually the best products, like quote unquote best products. I keep making this example of Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin is like the coin that everyone talks about. I think nowadays the new kids are talking about XRP. Honestly, I'm not that in the the knowledge of that. But like when you think of crypto, like oh should I invest in Bitcoin? And the main reason you don't invest in Bitcoin is because like oh you think it's too expensive or you have other reasons. But honestly, price is just a big part of it. Yeah, Bitcoin has just gotten more so expensive. Um, but yeah, like Darkness Ablaze, it's just part of Sword and Shield, and now everyone's thinking Sword and Shield, Sword and Shield, Sword and Shield. Like Scarlet Levi seems like there's not as many opportunities. People are just floundering, and they're like, okay, so but a lot of people kind of agree, like go Scarlet Violet, go Sword and Shield, and some people who have more money are going to the older sets. But yeah, it's just like all these like you're seeing all these price rises, but they're not all rising at the kind of the same rate. And so I think that you're just continue to see this where like this will suddenly rise, and then that gets too expensive. And someone's like, oh, now I should like this Astral Radiance. It's not a straight up line up. Like honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Astral Radiance gets like a larger run, because people are just like, oh, well, it's pretty cheap. Like So because like there's going to be the combination that at some point people are going to start buying out more quantity, and um, people are going to start pulling listings for Pokemon. Let's just see if there's um, anything that's getting like higher sales volume all of a sudden. So like Fusion Strike, slightly higher, but nothing too crazy. Astral Radiance is getting a little bit of a boost, just a little bit over here compared to like mid December. Lost Origin just a little bit. Like this is why I keep telling people like even as things become more expensive, people are actually buying more. Battle styles, you still get Pokemon Center, but you see people buy more of that. Chilling range is a little bump there, but you can definitely see Swsh demand going up, so at least that's supported. Um, Swsh base like one getting like I feel like in general the frequency is getting higher. See how like for a whole year these bars are getting thicker over here. That means that there's more sales frequency over here. Like it was more dead, so people are definitely looking to that a little more. The mid voltage, you can still get Pokemon Center, but there's that big bar there. That's the ETP. Evolving Skies, it's kind of slowing down. I think it's just getting really expensive. Um, Also, it's just when did that happen? I feel like I just kept seeing like all these different prices. Um, a lot of these are probably like loose packs. I see like 1,000. It was thousands a few days ago. It does seem like there's like a lot of sales. Um, and just like today, someone bought one for like it just rose to like $150 more. So, oh, Evolving Skies has also increased a lot. I guess I didn't notice that. Wow. Yeah, you see all these like loose packs. Oh my god. Yeah. Actually, I didn't notice that. Evolving Skies has also broken into $1,200 territory. Wow. Um, Silver Tempest is being bought more. Let's just look at like recent sales data for like these now that I'm here. Yeah, there have been like some too. So Silver Tempest, no recent sort of thing. What about Brilliant Stars? This has been the normal price, 275. Yeah, it's Brilliant Stars also just ran up 275. Let's see. It's actually more like 250. Someone did buy for 275. But yeah, anyway, I think that's it for the video. Except for I'll just show you dark displays. Like the booster box right now is worth more than if you bought every card in the set because it's just old at this point. There's not enough supply, and with supply and demand of this collectible product, that's how it is. But yeah, they're going to change the title to Evolving Skies, and dark displays have shot up like crazy. Anyway, thanks. Bye.